Você disse que era meu, mas caiu na mentira. Tô de salto alto, vou deixar você na mira. Na mira. Na mira. Na mira.
Yo, welcome back to another video. This is your host with the most, Cringe God B1 here. And today we got chapter 175 called Ideal and Reality. We left off right where we left off, Gagamaru saving an insane shot from Rail. What a stupendous opening shot from Rail Mikage, and what a narrow save goalkeeper Gagamaru. As we continue on, has announced that the game is on as we see them just coming back from that last attack. Isagi's like, Rail is clearly on a brand new level. He's like, Rail, what kind of philosophy and training did England put you through? As the ball starts again, he's like, nice clear, Mensa. And then we see none other than Kaiser, and he's like, hey, Blue Rose, says freaking Chigiri, stopping the goddamn pass. He's like, you'll get hurt if you don't watch your step. What a cold ass line. He's like, you're fast, Ginger. He's like, the name's Hiomi Chigiri, don't forget it. As they move on to just like a little bit of 20 days ago, which is insane because we're about to hit like a little bit of a filler episode, but that's completely all right. He's like, the body revolution, says Chris, aim to draw out and amplify your latent physical abilities, but you won't get good results if you train your body recklessly. The best way to use your body differs from player to player. That is why I've created a personalized training for each of you. To help with that, we'll have interviews. First up is Rail. What kind of player do you want to be? And then Rail's like, oh, I haven't really been thinking of that shit. He's just like, well, don't think too hard. It isn't a logical thing. I don't want to hear your opinion. He's like, what world's best inside you? He's like, the world's best inside you. How would your ideal Rail Mikage answer? He's like, whoa. He's like, how would your ideal Rail Mikage answer? Well, either way. He's like, now tell me, what kind of player do you want to be? And he's like, I want to be the sort of striker who controls the field by transforming at wills to score goals. He's like, I didn't want to be reliant on anyone anymore. I want the power to become the world's best on my own. As he gets serious, he's like, good Rail. He's just like, that's what I want to hear. He's like, my God, as he's crunching his body, he's like, do we all have to say stuff like that? And they're just like, this is kind of embarrassing to sad people think. Freaking this mad dog is like, damn right. He's like, Chris is like, hey, Blue Lockers, why are you laughing? It's like, being able to clearly state your ideal is important. He's like, that's how I got so close to being the world's best. He's like, no matter how talented someone is, they can't be positive all the time. Everyone has times where they complain or get frightened or lose their confidence. At those times, I always ask myself, rather than the current me, what would the ideal Chris Prince say? Which is insane. It's a bold movement right there. He's like, are you satisfied with that? No, I can do more. He's like, you can rest a bit. He's like, take the next step. By doing that, I don't allow space for the parts of myself that don't match my ideal. As his egoism, just we can see it right there. He's a crazy motherfucker, I ain't gonna lie. As everybody else is surprised, he continues to talk. Some ridicule me as a narcissist for that. I've also been called insane, but I can't bring myself to betray the ideal Chris Prince. Pursue your ideal, fight against reality. As we see an insane picture here. He's like, if you want to be the world's best, then acquire the body you need to turn your ideals into reality. He's like, Rail, here's your next step. As far as what you can see now, tell me your ideal playstyle, as much detail as possible. He's like, my ideal, huh? He's like, I feel like I've forgotten how to live that way, Prince. It's like, good, Rail, don't hold back. It's like, you're the protagonist of your life. It's like, the best playstyle I can imagine right now is a combination of Sai and Rin Itoshi. As he's literally thinking of two players that he looks up to. He's like, I'm good at imitating plays, and out of all the plays I can see and imitate, a combination of those two is the most likely to lead to goals. He's like, all right then, so go ahead and try. He's like, I'll start analyzing your data. As he starts fucking grabbing him in the end of the day. He's like, to find out what kind of body you need to make those plays. He's like, and I'll devise a personalized training curriculum for you. And then everybody's like surprised. He's like, yeah, do me too. He's like, pick me. He's like, don't worry, we'll get to everyone. Okay, who's next? Basically, he's like, Hyoma Chigiri. He's like, tell me your ideal. He's like, my ideal. He's like, make it as detailed as possible. Think backwards from the ideal version of yourself. And then we go back to the match. It's like, what kind of soccer does the ideal Chigiri want to be? As he's passing with the ball right past Kaiser, he's like, and then he literally starts thinking, don't want to pass. He's like, don't want to pass, as he keeps moving. He's like, here he comes, slow him down. He's like, be careful, he's fast. He's like, I'll use these legs to break past the defense. And he makes a pass, not even to somebody, he makes a pass to himself, which is insane. He's like, I want to make my own goals as a striker. As he moves forward, damn, he accelerated. Watch out for the centering. And then he's like, goes back to the pass of what Chris was saying. He's like, okay, Hyoma, it looks like Ego had you on the right side as a crosser. He's like, but you won't reach your ideal that way. We're converting you from now on. You'll live as a left wing. As we see him moving on, so now go dominate the left side. As he moves forward and passes through none other than Corona. As he moves past and he confronts none other than Isagi, just putting in his way. He's like, I won't let you have your way, Speedy. He's like, Isagi, you'll make a perfect guinea pig for this test. And as he's like stunned about it, he's like, I immersed myself in my ideal self, and now I'll show you the new level I've reached. And we see an insane panel of him just going by, just doing the most, and his boom flashing by as a speed, and that is the end of the chapter. Holy, we see an insane boost in Chigiri. He's a total of 90, with speed being at around 98, or 90, and then offense at 95. All of his shooting, everything has increased. His defense is not too bad, and that's definitely something that I gotta give him. But hey, that was definitely an amazing chapter. Holy crap, we're gonna be able to see Chigiri versus Isagi in the next chapter and see how that turns out. So that is gonna be a pleasure to see. But that's gonna be on chapter 176, guys. I will definitely catch you on that. Thank you so much for sticking around for this chapter. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I will see you guys in the next one. Always leave a like, subscribe for more, and this is always your host with the most, Cringe God B1 here, signing out.